In this Axie Limitlessness Axes Cost Expectation 2023, 2024 to 2030, we will especially break down the value examples of Axes by utilizing precise dealer cordial specialized examination pointers and sort of anticipate the future development of the digital money, or so they thought. Axie Boundlessness, Axes, truly current market status. Axie Endlessness 24H Technicals. Axie Vastness, Axes, really is the administration badge of Axie Limitlessness, an Ethereum-based play-to-acquire (P2E) NFT game, which is very huge. Axes generally was sent off as an ERC-20 by an large token in November 2020 in an unobtrusive way. Moreover, the especially token likewise exists as a BEP20 token, viable with the Binance Savvy chain, BSC, which fundamentally is genuinely huge. Axie Limitlessness for the most part was sent off by the Vietnam put-together Sky Mavis with respect to the Ethereum blockchain in 2018 amazingly. This P2E NFT game incorporates the Axies, exceptionally local NFTs, and another administration token, especially Smooth Love Elixir (SLP). By playing this game, clients generally procure Axes and SLP tokens and later trade those for certainly other digital currencies in a huge manner. Axie Boundlessness, Axes, Value Expectation 2023. Axie Limitlessness, Axes, certainly stands firm on the 52nd footing on CoinMarketCap right now in an unobtrusive manner. Axie Vastness Cost Expectation for 2023 truly is generally made sense of underneath with an everyday time period, which basically is genuinely huge. In the above graph, Axie Boundlessness, Axes, spread out a rising triangle, truly as opposed to mainstream thinking. The rising triangle sort of is an exceptionally trademark example of a continuous bullish pattern in a quite huge manner. This triangle in every practical sense is shaped by a truly level genuinely upper trendline that interfaces the highs and the sort of lower trendline that associates the rising lows, which generally is genuinely critical. On the off chance that the pattern break out at the obstruction level, the cost will for the most part keep on climbing in this rising triangle design in a very significant manner. At the hour of examination, the cost of Axie Limitlessness, Axes, basically was recorded at $5.68, which basically is genuinely huge. In the event that the example pattern proceeds, the cost of Axes could for the most part arrive at the opposition levels of $6.61 and $9.37. On the off chance that the pattern switches, the cost of Axes might tumble to the help of $4.64 in a sort of enormous manner. Axie Endlessness, Axes, obstruction and backing levels. The outline given beneath clarifies the essentially conceivable opposition and backing levels of Axie Boundlessness, Axes, in 2023 in an especially huge way. From the above graph, we can fundamentally investigate and explicitly recognize the accompanying as opposition and backing levels of Axie Vastness, Axes, for 2023, by and large further appearance, how Axie Endlessness, Axes, Value Expectation 2023 Axie Boundlessness, Axes, by and large stands firm on the 52nd footing on CoinMarketCap at the present time, especially in spite of mainstream thinking. The specialized examination pointers fundamentally like certainly relative volume, RVOL, moving really normal, MAMA, and especially relative strength file, RSI, of Axie Endlessness, Axes, especially are displayed in the graph beneath, genuinely in opposition to mainstream thinking. From the readings on the graph above, we can really make the accompanying surmisings with respect to the kind of current Axie Vastness, Axes, market in 2023 in an especially significant way. In the beneath outline, we in every practical sense break down the strength and unpredictability of Axie Vastness, Axes, utilizing the accompanying specialized examination markers by and large normal directional file, ADX, and relative unpredictability record, RVI, truly in opposition to mainstream thinking. From the readings on the diagram above, we can truly make the accompanying deductions with respect to the value energy of Axie Boundlessness, Axes, which for the most part is very critical. From the above outline, we can in every practical sense decipher that the value activity of Axes in a real sense is not at all like that of BTC and ETH in an unpretentious manner. That is, the point at which the cost of BTC and ETH builds, the cost of Axes diminishes, assuming the cost of BTC and ETH diminishes, the cost of Axes expansions in an especially significant manner. Or so they thought. Axie Endlessness, Axes, Value Forecast 2024, 2025, 2030 with the assistance of the reasonably previously mentioned specialized investigation pointers and pattern designs, fundamentally let us for the most part anticipate the cost of Axie Vastness, Axes, between 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029 and 2030, or so they explicitly thought. If Axie endlessness Axes secures itself as a kind of wise interest in 2023, this year would be great for the digital money, or so they thought. Taking everything into account, the bullish Axie vastness Axes cost expectation for 2023 certainly is $8.43, which in a real sense is very critical. Relatively, in the event that negative feeling is set off, the negative Axie endlessness Axes cost expectation for 2023 in a real sense is $4.61 in an extremely enormous manner. On the off chance that the market energy and financial backers' opinion emphatically lifts, Axie endlessness Axes could generally hit $10, which most certainly is very critical. Besides, with future redesigns and headways in the Axie boundlessness biological system, Axes could generally outperform its sort of current all-time, commonly high, ATH of $165.37 and mark its new ATH, which really is very huge. Fact 1 in an unpretentious manner. What especially is Axie endlessness Axes, which is genuinely critical. Axie boundlessness Axes is the administration truly badge of Axie limitlessness, an Ethereum-based play to acquire, P2E, NFT game, or so they sort of thought. It exists as an ERC20 and BEP20 genuinely token and for the most part was sent off in 2018, which especially is very critical. 2, or so they by and large thought. Where might you at any point purchase Axie limitlessness Axes, which truly is genuinely huge? Dealers can exchange Axie limitlessness Axes on the accompanying digital currency trades fundamentally like Binance, OKX, Weeks, Deepcoin, and Bitrue, or so they really thought. 3. In every way that really matters, as opposed to prevalent thinking. Will Axie vastness Axes record another ATH soon, which basically is genuinely critical. With the continuous turns of events and overhauls inside the Axie boundlessness stage, Axie endlessness Axes generally has an extremely high chance of arriving at its ATH soon, so Axie limitlessness cost expectation for 2023 most certainly is made sense of beneath with an everyday time period. 4. In every practical sense, in opposition to mainstream thinking. What especially is the ongoing all-time high, ATH, of Axie limitlessness Axes in a genuinely enormous way. Axie limitlessness Axes basically hit its ongoing all-time sort of high, ATH, of $165.37 on November 7, 2021. 5. By and large as opposed to prevalent thinking. What especially is the in every way that really matters, least cost of Axie limitlessness Axes, which generally is very critical. As indicated by CoinMarketCap, Axes most certainly hit its unsurpassed most certainly low, ATL, of $0.1234 on November 6, 2020, which truly is very critical. 6. In an extremely huge manner. Will Axie boundlessness Axes especially hit 10